from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington football team.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers for Sanders last week: 17 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 41.
At the 41. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down.
The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They run it with Ward. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about a job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz rolling to his left. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd.
Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
At their own 39.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They run the counter. It's Ward. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
They run the counter. It's Ward. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
And it's fourth down.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. Wentz now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
47-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's third.
Now Wentz on third down. And Tate's got it. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Once again with Sanders. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And his kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Eagles 3, Washington nothing.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. Early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
A loss of 9 yards.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Brown with the stick skills. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Carson Wentz sacked. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's A.J. Cole now, on presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll run on 1st down. Ward. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and...
They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Loss of 6 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Throw left side complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now back to work for Miles Sanders and the Philly offense. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Wentz now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
A loss of
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around the sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing is Wentz. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far this game. Julian Blackmon bringing him down.
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground with Ward. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Now the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
26 miles.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 36, Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young able to get in there and drop him behind the line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now left side on the swing pass. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Miles Sanders.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz on the move to his left. He may try and run for this. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He went backwards there, 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
On the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now Wentz. Strong coverage by Wentz.
The running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Is good. Makes this Washington 7, Eagles 6.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get through.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you would get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
And less than a yard.
And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 21 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll roll him out right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 2. That's complete to Ward. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this to Ward. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good.
The field goal.
And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
10. Eagles 6.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz sliding out of the pocket. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. On 1st down, Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
Wentz's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. A final shot before half for Wentz. That'll be caught by Cup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 20-10 was the final. From there, we stay in the Empire State. We head up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they've gone to the half in that ball game with the visiting Browns out on top. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns thus far. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And at the moment, that game is tied with the visiting New York Jets. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here's Washington now to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
4. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
And a yard.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wins to throw again.
41-yard line.
He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Now a carry for Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again on the ground, again it's Ward. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
He was brought down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formation way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now. When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Wentz to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Wentz. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, Sanders. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 24-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Wentz now on first down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
Wentz's pass.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Up 2nd and 1.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that extends their advantage.